All right, senior. So I had to rush there right at the end because I realized I was running out of time. I have a free account with this Screencast-O-Matic thing, so I apologize. I'm sure that sounded pretty stupid. Okay, so let's get right back into it. If you're interested in doing a scholarship letter, then of course watch the end of the last video. And this video is for you. If you are only going to do the cover letter video or cover letter this week, and you know that that's all you want to do, then you don't have to watch this video. Everything got covered in that first video. Okay. So back to this website that I'll include in the agenda. You'll have to do some searching to find one that fits your needs. Okay, even for this assignment, some of them are for like the deaf and hard of hearing, or some of them are for people who are going into like the equestrian industry or all sorts of weird things, right? So you just have to find one that sort of works for you. Okay, you can also narrow it down a little bit by going over here to like bachelor's degree, associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree, or you can limit it to high school or vocational if that's your thing. So there's some ways to like narrow this down a little bit and not have so many. But like I was saying very quickly there at the end, you want to find probably one that ends in May, since April's almost over. So you might have to skip forward a little bit, quite a bit maybe, and really find one that starts to work for you. But let me just show you an example, and I'll just pick one for random here. All right, so let's say that you are interested in the iron and steel related industries. Okay, so this looks like maybe a vocational thing, or maybe a business thing. Let's see. So this one actually asks you for a resume, 3 letters recommendation. Okay, and an essay not more than 250 words. So this is the kind of thing you're looking for this practice. So you're looking for, it's going to be kind of a short essay. 250 words is like smaller than that little scholarship letter that I wrote. And one, so like there's some stipulations in here that you would want to look for, and that's the sort of thing that I'm hoping you find one that actually suits you though. Let me take a look at another one. Here's one to support artists. It's stained glass, so I don't know if we have any of those people, but just to kind of show you some examples of some of these. Let's see. Photos and descriptions. So this one's actually asking you to take pictures of work, so that wouldn't exactly be what we're looking for. Okay, here's one. Alice J. Foyt Scholarship. I don't know what any of these are, right? There's so many scholarships that go unclaimed. Okay, this won't apply to us either, but at the same rate, it's going to very often ask for an essay. So I want you to look at one, like I said, that you that fits into your needs, and find one that is asking for an essay, and then you're going to write a draft of that essay starting tomorrow. You can start it today, but all I really want you to do today is to find one of these, highlight the link, copy and paste it, put into your OneNote, and that way I can have some at least guidance on what you intend to do, which scholarship you intend to write for. Okay, so to get back to the examples of scholarships, I put these in the OneNote already, and I've got them right here if you go to look for those. But in addition to answering the prompt, which is of course number one most important thing, I'm also again trying to show myself as a relatable person, but also someone who's driven and who won't let the scholarship down. That was something I said at the end of the last video. I want to make sure that they understand that I'm going to be a good steward of that scholarship money, that I'm not just going to go out partying, that I'm not going to, I don't know, get a DUI or make the scholarship look bad. I'm going to make sure that I'm a credible person for them, and I want to convey that as quickly as I can in this letter, without actually just saying, hey, I'm not going to screw this up, okay? So that's the goal of that scholarship letter. They also want to see your academic achievements. They want to see that you are adept, meaning like capable of taking a unique approach to their prompt. They want to see something that not everybody is doing. So that sometimes takes some brainstorming, and it's pretty challenging. One tip I would give to these strategies is you kind of start with a storytelling mode. Okay, if you watch the cover letter part, then that's maybe a little similar. But you start in storyteller mode, kind of introduce yourself, tell them why you're interested, tell them what you want to do with your life, and then you sort of shift tone a little bit. So you don't exactly say something like, I'm going to achieve this whether I have your help or not, But that's what you're trying to imply, and that sounds kind of cocky, and it is. But the reason that you want to sound that way near the end without actually saying that is because they want to see, again, that you're driven, that you would like their help, but you don't need their help. You're going to achieve your goals whether you have their help or not. And that's exactly the type of people that they see. There will be a lot of these that are asking about like financial situations or difficult situations with upbringing or something like that. If you are from divorced parents, or if you're from a poorer family, then these are perfectly appropriate times to talk about those things to complete strangers, but because that's answering the prompt, then you're doing it all right. Okay? Obviously, I'll be reading these things, so if you need to say something, then make sure it's something that you want me to read. But yeah, I just wanted to drop a quick note here for a few minutes and make sure that we covered some of the basics of what you want to do in that. But we'll be starting on those drafts tomorrow. So for today, go and find a scholarship fund that is a real one that you can actually write an essay for. Whether you apply for it or not is not relevant to me. I hope you do, but it's not necessary. And then post that into OneNote, and that'll be your assignment today. After you read some of the examples here to kind of get your feet under you, and so you know what you're doing. Okay? So take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.